Well, hi, everybody. My name's Regina, and you are you. And welcome back to my channel. I'm only a day and a half hour late this week. Oh gosh, I'm so glad the holidays are over. But first, before we do that, let's just say Happy New Year. We've been waiting for this moment for the last 360 some odd days. And I think that we should take a moment and just celebrate the new year. And of course, I didn't clean my glasses and everything's fuzzy, foggy. And of course, it could be my eyes too. I don't know. Um, oh my. Gosh, it's just been hectic the last couple of weeks, and I haven't really been doing anything. I haven't been busy with the business of Raise Rose Coffee. They're the ones who pretty much pay for this show, and I'm the head roaster, sole proprietor, uh, chief salesperson, delivery person, shipping coordinator, receiving coordinator, and every other title. It's a one-person show, and boy, we could sure use your support if you feel like giving it up. We're very small, and in this day and age, I'm like at the top of the price bracket, and so the more coffee I sell, the better we do. Um, I mean, I'm so small that I can't do it for less, and I have a really high quality coffee. I've been compared to some of Washington State's finest, and that includes those coffees in Seattle. Um, you're going to get varying opinions around the world, but my coffee is pretty darn good. I like it. Just saying, and I'm just so excited. The address of Raise Rose Coffees, www. I mean, there it is, raiserose.com. We're on the web. We're everywhere. So while we're at all of this, we might as well do the subscribe, click the bell, be notified, and give us a like. I saw that there was quite a few people watched last week, but some did not hit the like button. Maybe it wasn't that good a show. I don't know. It is what it is. I appreciate if you all give me a little bit of a like, though. Oh gosh, the way I'm doing it, just dropping in without notification is obviously not working very well. I need to take a second here. And while we're doing this, and oh, where did that go? Isn't that funny? What the heck? Oh my. So we got nothing happening, so I'll just do it a different way. So if anybody comes, I am sitting here talking. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a good New Year's and you didn't end up in jail or anything like that. God, I was out doing stuff all day yesterday, and I got home and turned on YouTube as I always do, and the headlines were that we started bombing Yemen, and we started a war with Yemen, and Hezbollah started a war with us, and there was a big tsunami warning in Japan, a big, huge earthquake over there. You know, the world was just falling apart on the first day of the year, and so it's looking kind of grim. Well, how do we get through that? You know, it's going to be just a freaking wacko year with that 45 going to trial and running for president, and nobody likes him, and the other party is doing just about as much to kill democracy as Trump is. I mean, it's a different deal. It's still, you know, if you don't allow people to run against you, that's not much of a democracy. And so I'm kind of pissed off about it. And then you start bombing or just feeding Israel, regardless of how you tell them to maybe not do it quite as much as they are. But when you just tell them to go ahead, yeah, just bomb them away and we'll keep supplying that to you, that means we're part of genocide. And I'm not really caught into that. Yeah, freaking Palestinians did some bad shit. But the truth of it is Israel's more than compensated for it. You know, they've killed like 30,000 people, many of which are women and children who are just civilians, didn't have anything to do with it. You know, they are not Hamas. And all Israel's doing now is just creating, you know, people against them. So, you know, what's the answer? I don't know. I don't know how to live with this stuff. Keeps going on. And, you know, I am one who always says, you know, love and kindness and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, all that does, I guess, is protects me. You know, I've heard that we need to be the change that we want to see. But from my experience, you know, watching around, I heard, you know, like Chris Hedges and some other guy talking about JFK the other day, and they were talking about this peace speech that he made, and they thought that that was, you know, perhaps some of the reason that he got assassinated. And so I dug that speech up and listened to it. And, you know, he was being the change that he wanted to see. And what did it get him? Got him assassinated. And the freaking world's gone right back to what President Eisenhower was warning us about when he said to beware of the military-industrial complex. So you tell me, you know, what do we need to do to change things? I mean, it's just freaking insane. So I look forward to hearing comments about this, because maybe I'm just out there. Maybe I'm the one who needs to like come up to date or do something. I am so sick of having to vote for the lesser of two evils, you know, and I just struggle with that. I just struggle with it. And so if I can be a voice about hearing what the other candidates that are trying to run as Democrats, but nobody pays any attention to them. If you're such a good frickin' candidate, then let other people run against you. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? That's my question. I don't know. Maybe it's not a very good one. Oh gosh, maybe I should just like stop and play with cameras and oh, well, isn't that interesting? That wasn't what I wanted to do. I don't think. This is what I wanted to do. So that just kind of changes, but it makes everything too bright, catches too much light. It's too bright. Would need to turn the, and where does this one go to? Clear over to the other side. That's freaking bizarre. Way freaking bizarre. Oh, my stars. Yeah, that doesn't work at all, does it now? So let's go back to there. A little path down, little diversion down camera lane. Oh my gosh. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah. Oh, that helped. I don't know. I'm not crazy about what I'm seeing here. So we're going to sit here and screw around, and it'll all be all right eventually. Nobody showed up anyway, so it takes a few minutes sometimes. We've already been on here 12 minutes, so and I tried getting a message to Charlie, but it's like his text number got taken down. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Oh, I know what happened. I accidentally deleted that this morning. That's what that's all about. I wish I hadn't done that now. So I lost everything that was saved in that chat. Well, it's cold here. Not that cold. Yesterday I went for a long walk. You know, I've been struggling health-wise, and so these two friends and I decided that we should go for a walk yesterday, and God, I just really haven't been feeling all that good when I walk, and it's been kind of spooky. And so we talked about it and decided to go ahead, that there was two of them and they would be able to get back and get help if I needed it. And so we took off, and I just got feeling better and better the further we went. And then on the way back, it was like 2 miles in, 2 miles back. So 4 miles, and I used to do that road for 3 miles in and 3 miles back. And so I'm cutting it short by a couple miles, and it was right before dark before we got back anyway. So we couldn't have gone much further than we did. But I started getting tired on the way back and was kind of struggling. My knee hurt some even when we started, and that didn't really turn out to be much of a botheration. I don't know how many. I ended up with like 12,000 steps, which is quite a few for me yesterday, and a good exercise day, which today is not one of. I haven't done anything but screw around. I need to pay my sales tax, and I just don't know how to do it. And so I got to figure that out here in the next couple of days. I need to roast a little coffee. Last week was just a horrible week in coffee sales. Like holidays, nobody doing anything. I've gotten a couple orders already this morning, and that is good. But that also means I need to get busy roasting. And so I can't all save it for one day this week like I did last week. And the day last week wasn't even a hard one. So, yeah, things will be fine. January is always kind of a tight month, regardless. Thing about being a small business person and wintertime in this northern climate is people just quit doing stuff, and it's hard to generate enough business to keep us in business. Some places just close down for January, but then my experience is you close down for January or February for one of those months and you lose some of your business. People give up on you. They just don't think that you're reliable, and they're right, you're not. And so I've always tried to stay open year round. I mean, I might take a week off here and there, but I found early on that always pissed somebody off too. Before I even had a brick and mortar and was just kind of playing around, roasting out of my garage and whatnot, we would go off for a month every winter down to Belize or Central America. And invariably somebody would order coffee and then it'd sit there for 2 or 3 weeks while they were waiting for me to get back, and it'd always piss them off and I'd never hear from them again. And that's not a good thing. And I just realized I haven't paid my Discovery bill. Damn it. So anyway, such is life. Such is life. And yeah, I'm just getting the worst damn memory. I don't know. Don't know what's the matter with me. I keep thinking, am I getting dementia? And I don't think so. Everybody tells me I'm not. What was I talking about? So I don't think I am, but not absolutely convinced of that. I pass my tests when I do my Medicare checkup every winter, about this time of year. I still got to do that this year too. And what a joke that is. Although they do a test to see if you're getting Alzheimer's or dementia, and I can remember this stuff, but I can't remember it in order generally. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Only it's 3 out of 4. That reminds me of that old Meatloaf song, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I want you, I need you, but I ain't never gonna love you. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I always liked that album. Um, and I never really cared for anything else Meatloaf ever did, but that Bad Out of Hell album, I think, was what the name of it was. It was a good album. I always liked the reference to the baseball game and and all that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. Uh, haven't listened to that for a long, long time. Haven't been listening to much new of anything lately since I haven't been going to market for the last couple of Saturdays. The guy I do market with or next to now that Jones retired, um, he listens to a pretty good diverse collection of music. It's not just the 80s stuff. I mean, that's when he grew up. He's a little younger than I am. But he turns me on to some pretty good stuff. I like that. But now he won't be there because he serves alcohol and there's no permit for that. So I don't know what it's going to look like when we start back up this Saturday. All I know is I don't have to be there and set up until 10 o'clock. I got to be there before that, but I need to be up and ready to do it by 10. That's pretty easy. Although I've been staying up. God, I've been staying up way past midnight nowadays. A couple of nights ago, I stayed up till 2. I think that was New Year's Eve or New Year's Day when I went to bed finally. And then last night I was up until 1. Now tonight, maybe I can get in bed by midnight or something. Didn't sleep very late this morning. And I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky. Somebody's here. Oh my gosh. Hi. It's just been crazy trying to get to bed early. I've always been a bit of a night owl, and I think that I'm going to end up going back to it. I was all summer long. I tried to get to where I quit working at 4 o'clock. But I never get, now that it's wintertime, I often don't get started working until 1 or 2 o'clock. And, that doesn't give me enough time to get very much done if I stop at 4. So I probably need to work until 8. Well, then I start missing stuff and I eat dinner too late. And so I can't get started going to bed earlier because I just ate dinner at 9 o'clock. And it's this vicious cycle that goes around in my world that I can never quite come to terms with because that's just the way it is. Just the way it is. I don't know. I'm just kind of a night owl, and that's the way it goes. I can't ever get to bed. But I don't sleep that late either. A lot of night owls, it'll be up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and then sleep till noon. I just can't do that. I just cannot. Too many years of getting up and being to work by 7, 7:30. Back in the day up in the mountains when we were electrofishing every morning and I was a crew leader and I didn't even set an alarm. I was just always like awake, daybreak, and have the crew up and at them and say, we're leaving at 7:30 to get to work and you need to be in the truck ready to go. And I did that every day. And it always worked out. Very seldom did anything ever go wrong that we were late. And I usually get up about 7:30 in that general area. And whoever was here left. Oh gosh. So that's the way that is. And well, we've done it almost for 25 minutes now, and still nobody shows up. So I don't know. It's my off day. I'm not surprised. Hopefully, with the slowing down of the holidays, I can get back to some form of schedule. I'm not sure what exactly it's going to be. I was hoping that I would be able to catch Eva in New Zealand and, Sarah in Belgium, and have everybody congregate here from around the world, and we get some rousing, rollicking conversations going in the chat, in the comment section, and it would all be wonderful. And oh gosh, doesn't seem like it's that much. Maybe I need to like kind of become more concise and actually talk about something rather than just ramble on about nothing in particular. Life is good for me, and that's just the way it is. I look forward to this year. I think all the foolishness and whatnot that's going to go on is somehow going to be what it is, and it's still going to be a good year for me regardless. And let's hope that it's a good year for all of us, and all of our hopes and dreams and aspirations come true, that the world gets to be a kinder, nicer place. But for that to happen, we have to be kinder, nicer people. And so that's our choice. We get the choice to be kinder and nicer. And hopefully people pick up on that and are kinder and nicer to us as well. And so with that, I'm going to get out of here. God, I got back issues. You all have a good day. I freaking love y'all, and there ain't nothing you can do about that. So take it easy. Love you, and hopefully we will see you next week. But wait, there's somebody back. Who's here? Oh, no, gone. All right, this is it. Signing out. We've made the half hour. Love you, and that's all there is to it. Take good care, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Love you. Bye-bye. Oh, we got to go out with a flourish and do the blue wave, start a little music, and then we can say, hey, take care. What are we doing on